I'm Carrie Watson, and I am back this time with Murder is Bad Manners by Robin Stevens. This is a murder mystery for junior readers, say roughly the age of 10 to 15, in that age range. It's the first in a series. The series is called Murder Most Unladylike, and Robin Stevens has written 11 stories in this series. Now, why am I talking about it? It's because part of my job at the library involves managing our two book clubs, the adult book club and the book club for kids and parents. And I selected this one because it is simply a really well-written murder mystery. It stands as the equal to a lot of murder mysteries written for adults, especially the cozy variety. Stevens is a really good writer, witty, literate, and her characters are strong. And the mystery itself is very satisfying. Not as devious, obviously, as something by Agatha Christie. I mean, it's not going to be challenging young minds that much, but very satisfying. The other thing is that, or I should say, talk about the actual plot. It's set in a boarding school, an expensive boarding school, because our two detectives, Hazel Wong and Daisy Wells, both come from well-off families. Now, Daisy is the Sherlock of this duo, and Hazel is the Watson. However, Hazel has agency, unlike Watson from the Sherlock Holmes stories. She is the intellectual equal of Daisy, but she is reluctant to put herself forward, partly because she feels very much a loner at this school because she is the only Asian face there. Another reason that I wanted to mention this book is that there's an article in The Guardian today talking about the fact that a quarter of young adult novels are read by people in their mid-20s and older. And sometimes there's a lot of tut-tutting about that and why are adults reading teen things. The reason is that when they're as well written as this, why not? Off the top of my head, I can think of authors like Philip Pullman and Frances Harding and Philip Reeve, who are brilliant writers who write for the junior and young adult market. Another thing to mention about this is that its boarding school setting, which is a staple of British children's literature since the 19th century. Now, some people have complained about this kind of setting, famously in the Harry Potter series, is that it promotes snobbery. It doesn't talk about the class differences enough. And certainly our two detectives in this, Daisy and Hazel, are wealthy. But I think the actual appeal of it to the wide variety of kid readers, and when I read them as a child, is the idea of children being off together in their own world, divorced from parental oversight. Yes, they're teachers, but that's an entirely different kind of oversight. And usually in these environments, the kids are together working against or working around the authority of teachers and so on. And I think it's very appealing for kids to imagine themselves in that kind of environment. It's a sort of a step towards adulthood, imagining themselves away from home and parents. Anyway, so if you'd like to introduce your child or children to crime fiction in a really fun and literate way, go with Robin Stevens. And, I have to plug this. My book, Skeleton Palms, not cozy, but take a chance on it. I hope you'll enjoy it. Bye.